daily habits that can help you decrease your anxiety and keep you on track. These are 7 things that I figured out through my process of doing my boards that help me not lose my way and also keep my anxiety down. So the first thing, and as silly as it sounds, is just making my bed. I'd wake up, make my bed, it would set the tone for the day. And then I knew when I came back at the end of the day, I could just open up my sheets, crawl into bed, and it made me feel neat and organized. And it just started my day off on the right foot. The second thing is to consider nutrition. And that doesn't mean just what you're eating. It also means things like supplementation. Now, obviously, with any type of supplementation, make sure you consult with your own primary care physician or with your nutritionist, so on and so forth. But for me, coming up with my own dedicated regimen pack. So, made specifically for me. I take these every single day. Certain things like vitamin D3, vitamin E, magnesium, something that's been all over the news, articles everywhere talking about magnesium decreasing anxiety, which we know helps with our nerves, right? The tremors and things of that nature that we talk about with hypomagnesemia. But magnesium also helps with sleep, something that is becoming an alternative to melatonin. But if you notice, everything that I'm talking about is pills. And for me, anxiety was a big deal. So with anxiety, I wanted to take something that was a little bit more calming and relaxing for me. And that was Magic Mind. So I discovered this product and it decreased my stress. It lowered my anxiety levels while I was studying. And unlike everything else I take, which is in pill form, it was really convenient that it came in a shot form because, well, I'm sick of taking all these pills. Pill fatigue is a real thing, but ultimately I needed to take all these, or I wanted to take all of them. This one came in a shot form, so I'm really picky about taste, and the taste on this is actually not bad at all. So things like ashwagandha in there, things at lion's mane that are gonna help decrease my anxiety, really important. And if you wanna use the code HIGHYIELD20, and you'll get 20% off of your order. So 30-day supply on special. So if you want to get it, definitely get it. Something that I've added to my regimen as well too. And I've also put a link in there in the description as well too. So if you want to check it out, High Yield 20. This one is med packs. These ones I just got, basically off of Amazon. So these are basically my regimen at the moment. So take into consideration nutrition, vitamins and minerals. Again, consult with your primary care if you want to do it. But even eating properly, brain food. They talk about brain food, things like almonds, things like seafood, fish. These things are gonna help you get your mind to the optimal level. So don't underestimate what you're eating, meal prepping, things of that nature. Something that I do every day, things like smoothies, right? Getting all those antioxidants, things of that nature. So don't underestimate nutrition when it comes to studying and your daily regimen. Third thing is finding a study spot that mimics the boards. What does that mean? When you go into the boards, there's not gonna be people walking around or lining up for a coffee. There's not gonna be people going in and out of the house. It's gonna be pin drop silence, which means you need to find something that's gonna make you feel uncomfortable in that absolute silence. We're all used to having something going on around us, whether it be our phone, whether it be people walking around, whether it be people coming in and out of the house, whatever it is, we're not used to that pin drop uncomfortable silence. So find a library. For me, it was the library. And I used to go into one of those little rooms. I'd reserve them, it was free, and I would sit there and it would be pin drop silence, and it was uncomfortable because I would put my phone away or I'd turn it off altogether so I could focus and mimic test day. The fourth one kind of feeds off the last one, which is eliminating distractions. So unnecessary screen time. We're all used to going on social media or at least checking our phone, seeing what's going on with text messages, reaching out to somebody, scrolling up. Eliminate it, because on test day, you're really not going to be able to look at your phone, obviously throughout the test. And I would advocate that you don't even look at it during your breaks, unless you have, an emergency or children or things of that nature where you have to look at it. But in that sense, other than that, get used to not looking at it for 4, 5, 6 hours at a time. So eliminate all distractions, which means even friends and family, they're distractions. I tell the story all the time. My boys kicked me out of our group chat, true story, and said, do not talk to us until you pass. So they literally kicked me out and they did not let me back in. I would try to sidebar each one of them, be like, yo, what's going on? How are you guys doing? Nope, don't talk to us. Don't talk to us. When you get that pass, then you talk to us. Those are people that truly care about you. Your friends and family should be of that sort. They should tell you, don't bother us, don't bother me, don't talk to me until you pass your exam. It's your time to be selfish. So eliminate all those distractions. The next one is exercising. People underestimate even taking a simple walk, going for a walk on a treadmill, going for a walk outside, something 20, 30 minutes a day. I'm not saying go and work out for hours on end and overexert yourself. No, I'm saying just get something in to get that heart rate a little bit up and get that blood circulating, because look at what I'm doing right now. I'm sitting here, I'm stagnant. Imagine doing this for 4 or 5, 6 hours at a time. Many of you are going to be studying for that long without getting up and doing something physical. So give yourself that break. And this is where when I talk about passive learning, put on a podcast, listen to my annoying voice. Who cares? Get through this. Get my voice stuck in your head. And that passive learning is something that you can do while you're walking, while you're doing any type of an exercise, elliptical, stairs, whatever it is. Do something to get that heart rate up, but do it every single day. You'll be surprised. Not only does that get that blood circulating, it releases endorphins, so your mood will be better. So it helps with anxiety and depression, and also it's going to help with sleep. The next one is preparing for the next day. Little things like me folding my clothes. Now, I wear scrubs every single day, and I'm a hoodie and a hat. So my wardrobe is not that complicated, but I would still pick out what I wanted to wear the next day, and I would fold it and I would keep it ready. I would get my meal prep. I would keep it in the fridge. I would keep it ready. I knew that I could just heat it up and get ready to go, pack it up, put my bag on, and I was prepared. And I didn't have to sit there and sift through. Am I going to wear this? Am I going to wear this? Am I going to cook this? Am I going to eat this? Oh no, I'll just buy something. And really for me, the preparedness for the next day came with, one, I just didn't want to sit there and, well, for me it was scrubs, but so I just picked out the clean ones, put them aside. The meal prep was actually to save money. A lot of us are not making money when we're studying for boards, so I had to save money. So just doing little things like meal preparation, or just snacks, even if it's just snacks that you're taking with you. Just keep it prepared for the next day. It'll decrease that anxiety, and it's a great daily habit. The last one is sleep hygiene. And we all, or a lot of us, tend to get into bed when we're not supposed to. Meaning, bed is made for sex and sleep. That's it. Those are the only 2 times you're supposed to be in bed. Not watching TV, not reading a book, not just on your phone, none of that. That's not what the bed is made for, and that's sleep hygiene. You have to train yourself that the minute you get into bed, you're ready to knock out. And a lot of people toss and turn. We already have a lot of anxiety. We already have trouble sleeping. So why add in another variable that's going to keep us from falling asleep properly? Because our sleep is going to decrease our cortisol levels, decrease our stress. It's going to keep us sharp and fresh the next day. So sleep hygiene, read a book, read your notes, read anything that you can. Avoid screen time before bed, or even just listen to the podcast, listen to YouTube, listen to your on-demand, listen to something, but don't get into bed unless you're ready to sleep, and avoid that screen time. Again, like that distractor I talked about earlier, avoid that. So all these things, little things like making the bed, setting the tone for the day, taking proper nutrition into account, whether it be supplementation, whether it be your actual meal, whether it be a smoothie, anything. Finding a study spot that mimics your test day. Eliminating distractions, whether it be friends and family, whether it be your phone. Exercise, even something small as walking for 20 to 30 minutes a day. Don't skip it. Preparing for the next day, whether it be your clothes, whether it be your meal, whether it be your route, whether it be the timing, your schedule, whatever it is, prepare the next day. And lastly, make sure your sleep hygiene is optimal. So I hope these 7 things help you keep on track, don't lose focus, and create proper daily habits. As a matter of fact, these daily habits are still into play till today, well, years and years past me passing all my boards. So you see, it just becomes a part of your life. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.